Hello, welcome to Learn English Through Singing. I'm your instructor, Maura Sharkey-Pryma. And today's song is Imagine by John Lennon. And he wrote this song in 1971, and he asks the listener to reflect on world peace and being kind to each other. So it's quite a famous song. So again, if you're familiar with our practice videos, we are going to speak through the text first, and then we will sing the karaoke track together. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you first because I want to bring to your attention some vocabulary and their articulation. So for instance, in the word there's, we have a contraction for there is, there's. Voice TH, get the tongue between your teeth, there's. And get that R and that buzzy Z sound for the S, there's. It's, contraction for it is, it's. So it's very bright, very toothy. You. So if you're having issues with the Y sound, start with an E tongue, an E vowel, and then very gradually bring your lips forward to an oo. You. So it's easy if you. Below. So I threw this one in just for that O sound, below, and don't be thrown off by that W at the end. It's not below. Below. Above, voiced V consonant, and get that plosiveness of the B consonant, above. All, get the tongue up, resting on the roof of your mouth, behind your top row of teeth, all, and voice that sound, all. The voice TH, the. Isn't, contraction for is not. Isn't, the S becomes a Z sound. Nothing, voiceless TH, tongue between your teeth, and that NG sound at the end, nothing. I'm, a contraction for I am, I'm. You'll, a contraction for you will. So again, find that E tongue and then very gradually move to an oo for that Y sound. You. Now you got to get the tongue up on the roof of your mouth for the L. You'll. Practice that several times. Join for that J sound. J. The tongue is a bit tense and is quite voiced. J for join. World, we've seen this word come up quite often in our songs. World, so open up the vowel, and then that consonant cluster has to move very freely with the tongue. So world. So very tense for the R, get the tongue on the roof of the mouth for the L, and that D sound for world. Here's a fun one. Possessions. Okay, so we have two groups of double S consonants followed by a single S. The double S at the right here in the beginning is a Z sound. So like having two Zs. Pose. Then we have the double S sound again, but it's not a Z, it's a sh sound. Then we have an S at the end that becomes a Z sound. So put together, possessions. Practice that one. Feel the buzziness of the tongue on that Z quality. And then finally, brotherhood. So that B consonant, very plosive, B, it's voiced, brotherhood. And get the tongue between the teeth for the voice, TH, brotherhood, and an sound for the W, not brotherhood, brotherhood. And then it's all repeated, folks. Okay, so we have gone through the text. So now what we will do is we will speak through the entire text together. I will go slowly. I will overpronounce it. I will try to make it very clear in my mouth and tongue position so you can see where I'm placing that tongue and what shape of lips I'm using for your vowels and consonants. Okay, so here we go. I'll share my screen and okay, let's take it from the top. Ready? Let's go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Okay, how did you do? So hopefully you were over pronouncing it and making notes as to where your tongue position was for some of those consonants and vowels. Okay, so now we're going to sing with the karaoke track, and do your best. It's a slow one, so it's not as fast as some of other songs in the past, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. But again, I will make it as very clear as I can, and let's just give this a whirl, folks. This is Imagine by John Lennon. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. All right. How did you do? It's a little slower song, gives you a little more time to work in some of those consonants and vowels. So that concludes this practice video. So I encourage you to go back at the beginning and review those placements of the tongue for your consonants and vowels. And I look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Take care.